Kanye's somebody who you're working with again after you guys went your separate ways after the Roc-A-Fella split. You're working with Kanye again. I know you did on a couple of movies. What's your business relationship like with Kanye right now?
I mean, I haven't seen him in a while, but he executive produced Too Honorable and Los Angeles, and I haven't put out. I put out the mixtape versions of those movies, but I'm going to roll out with the theatrical version of those movies as well. And whatever he's inspired to do, when he's inspired to do it, we'll do it. Like if there's a movie, like we're going to do a horror flick, he doesn't like to do all this announcing and all this other stuff. But when he's inspired, he can work with me anytime and any way he wants as it relates to the movies. But
Yeah.
it seems like he's so fashion is a 24/7 thing, and he's all in it. So I feel like he's more focused on that right now, and I'm more focused on what I'm doing. So we'll meet and have a common ground at some point, and we'll come back and do something together where we can promote it together, roll it out right. The good thing about Kanye is, he's like one of the more famous people on the planet. So right now he can bring attention to whatever I'm doing. So when I get next to him, whatever I'm doing has some shine, and that's a good place to be. You know.
That's a great thing. Yeah. I mean, how's your personal relationship now? Are you guys back to being as close as you were back in the
Just as,
days, in the Roc-A-Fella days?
I mean, I used to work with Kanye. I didn't hang out with him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're just as close as we were. When I see him, we speak openly and we're cool. Our kids hang out. And whether I'm around or not, my daughter's over there. So it is what it is.
Did you see Jay-Z on Jimmy Kimmel on Tuesday? He actually mentioned you on Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy asked him about his first ever
Also,
performance. Huh?
who was on Jimmy Kimmel?
Jay-Z.
Oh, word?
Yeah, Jay was on there. And Jimmy asked him about his first ever performance, and Jay said that he forgot the words. And you were up there on the stage with him, and you grabbed the mic and you put it in his face, and you were like, "Finish it." Is that what happened?
Yeah, that did
You
happen.
remember
He said
that?
that? Yeah,
Yeah,
100.
yeah. He was like, "Oh, my former partner, his name's Damon. He was on stage," and then told that story.
Oh, word? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jimmy Kimmel on Tuesday.
Yeah, he was doing, because Jay didn't used to want to perform, so I had him do his own show, and he forgot his line, so I was rapping it, but then I was like, yo, you gotta, yeah, I remember that.
And then did he finish it when he said finish it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel when you think about those memories? Because obviously there's a lot of history there. I know people ask you about Jay all the time, and I know you don't necessarily like speaking about it. Last time we talked about it was about 2 years ago, which I think was the first interview you'd done in a long time. And you said to me on a personal level, talking about, the separation of you guys, your friendship, the end of your friendship was something you need Dr. Phil for. I mean, do you feel like you're still in that sort of a place? Like it's an
That was
emotional.
that was more of a joke, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
You
I
said
mean,
it with a serious face.
I mean, Dr. Phil, really? That's because you be looking at TMZ. You don't know when people playing or not. But the betrayal of friendships and people that put business over friendships, yeah, it bothers me because I invested a lot in a brand and for no reason, it was where I couldn't monetize it anymore, and it was feeding my children, and I never understood why that was the case. Like, is there a Rockefeller now?
You mean it's Rock Nation?
Is there a Rockefeller now? Does Rockefeller Records exist?
No.
So, my question always was, because Rockefeller was always available for me, but Jay made a point that I shouldn't have it. And I was thinking at the time, it must have been because he wanted it. But it couldn't have been because there's no Rockefeller no more. So what was the purpose of it? So I never really understood if Jay was ever really my friend. Like why he would do that to his man, Paul. And he said it was business, but I didn't see the business in it because there's no business of Rockefeller anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
Before that happened, did you feel that there was a difference in your friendship? Before that happened on the business side of things, did you notice that there was a difference, that you guys were growing apart friendship wise?
We were going apart business wise. Our friendship was built on our business, obviously. So we weren't around each other just hanging out. We'd be around each other just like Kanye when we were working. But because I was so passionate about what we were doing, you know, I become friendly with people I work with. I really thought we was friends, but I guess I got gaffled. You know what I'm saying? I'm an intelligent guy. I get people to where they got to go. And then they, you know, you can tell when someone's really your friend because after they get there, they're not your friend no more. So, you know, where I was genuine, I just felt like it wasn't a genuine friendship that way. The business took over. But again, now that there's no Roc-A-Fella, I'm like, damn, why did he do that? You know what I'm saying? I never really understood it. So, yeah, we came from a very extreme circumstance and we survived a lot of very extreme things. And when people, you know, when you get like that with somebody and then all of a sudden they're not there because of what they call money or whatever it is, you know, it can definitely bother you, but I'm kind of used to it. And plus, he's a dude. Like, I could care less. I'm not going to really cry too much over a guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't my girl or no shit like that. So my heart wasn't broken. It just was like, damn, I just can't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where the fuck is that? What are people's agendas?